So can we just talk for a second about buyer burnout? I didn't even know that was a thing. But in trying to make the right decision and pick the right rig and type of rig, I'm fried. I'm like, I don't want to say depressed, but like overwhelmed. So we went from cheap $5,000 starter camper to travel trailer to fifth wheel to Class A, got realistic, back down to travel trailer, new, then newer, then back to Class A, then decided on a travel trailer. We went to buy the travel trailer we thought was going to be perfect. We got there, it was not perfect, it was less than perfect. The guy kept saying it was a 10 out of a 10, it was so great, it was this, it was that. Couldn't turn anything on, couldn't get it to stay on, it kept shorting out, one issue after another. Just anyway, long story short, big letdown. So we started back at square one for like the 20 millionth time. Research and calling, and they're going like hotcakes right now. So as soon as you find something decent, chances are it's gone. Anyway, went back yesterday, found one we thought was going to be perfect. Getting the money together, don't know why the heck we decided, but today we decided to go look at a Class A. Why not? Mark drove it, looked so cute driving it. Did great, went well. Then went and looked at a travel trailer. Now we're rethinking everything again. Like, is this even what we want to do? Just overwhelming. Too much information, too many options, too much pressure. And now I'm being stalked by a drone. I don't know if you can hear that buzzing. You probably can because it's very loud. It sounds like a swarm of bees. Oh my gosh, I swear I can feel the air coming off that thing. Come a little closer, little guy. Come put some air on me because it's like 90 degrees out here. It's almost 9 o'clock at night. Have a little beverage, my koozie. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hell of a day.
Hell of a day.
Hell of a day. Hell of a month.
Yeah.
Year.
It's only been a couple days.
No, it has not been a couple of days. It's about, what, 10:30 almost? What time is it? Do you even know? I don't know. It's late. It's been a long day. We're out here in front of our friend's RV. Not ours. Not our Airstream. Kind of a kick in the teeth every time we walk out the front door because I would love for this to be our Airstream. I would love to be out here fixing this up and going camping in that. Would you? Or no? I love Airstreams.
Yeah, maybe at a cooler time of year. I
Right.
wouldn't mind being out there doing a little something to it, but
Yeah.
I think maybe in a shop or a controlled environment would be a little better.
I completely agree. Let's build a shop.
Yeah.
We got the room. Let's do it. Air condition it. Work on some RVs in there. Build some tiny houses.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
like a good plan. Put that on the list.
It's on the list.
It's on the list.
Big list.
So I was just saying that we got a little burnout today.
A little bit.
Little buyer
Little
burnout.
burn. Yeah, it was hit like a wall.
Uh-huh.
It was rough because we've looked at so many. We've done so much research, test driving, kicking the tires, just trying to figure out what's the best route to go because it's a big investment. You know, we don't want to make the wrong decision. And that comes with looking and researching and doing your homework, which every day I learn something new, what you don't want to get, what you do want to look for, the things that are going to definitely make or break the deal. You know, really it's all about getting out there and having a good time and enjoying yourself. And if you're buying something that you're going to be working on as soon as you pull it off out of the driveway, it's going to take a lot of fun out of it.
Yeah,
So.
I definitely don't want to be working on something all the time. I have no problem fixing up and restoring, but we've been doing the research and the homework so long, we're ready to buy and go enjoy it. If not just for a weekend before we get back to our lives. Our lives are crazy busy. We work 7 days a week, months at a time. So we're ready for a vacation. We're actually on vacation this week.
Yeah.
and we're 3 days in and we're in RV shopping hell.
Yeah.
But, you know, first
Rough.
bad day we've had, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it does happen.
And it wasn't a bad day.
No, you just kind of hit a wall.
Yeah.
Where it's just
like
overwhelming.
writer's block.
Yeah.
You know, it was just
buyer's block.
buyer's block.
Where you go, oh my God, am I even making the right decision?
Yeah.
Should we be in a Class A?
Do I even want one at all?
Right.
You
Should
know?
we just rent one?
Do I just rent?
Right, totally. So.
Avoid the headaches.
And we keep going back and forth. We keep changing our minds and trying to figure it out. And
yeah, I go from looking at a 19-foot, 3,500-pound little rink-a-dink,
which is probably
camper.
what we should get.
Probably
What we should get. Don't hold me to that.
But then next thing I know, I'm looking at Class A.
It's crazy. And
fifth wheels and dually trucks.
And growing up, right, I've been in Class C's and Class A's and the truck campers and tents and boats. Lots of boats when growing up. But, it's different. Now we're the grown-ups. We have to make the responsible decision. And it's our money.
And it's
like
it's on us to fix whatever
correct.
goes wrong. And,
so
it's learning so much about how, you can buy a used one. You don't really have you don't have the warranty, but according to most people, the warranty really isn't worth much anyway. And it's just a 1-year warranty, basically, that you're getting on these things. And that's, it's not worth the paper it's written on if, you're buying something new and you've got things already going wrong. Well, you've got to take it in there and give it to them, and then it's a month later before they're even getting parts for it and getting it put back together.
Oh yeah, the wait list to get them fixed is ridiculous. You got to get in line.
Yeah.
Sure.
So learning, definitely being handy, is going to be critical. Crucial.
For sure.
But I don't know. It's just so much to process that you get to the point to where you can't even look at them anymore.
That's where we are.
We had to shut it down, and we're out here sitting by one.
We took the afternoon off.
Needs a ton of work, but we're definitely to the point to where we need to make the decision on what we're going to do.
Yeah, and that's tomorrow. We're going up to go to the mountains and go for a hike and look at a couple RVs, and we're going to write down the ones that we like, pro and con list, whether or not our truck can pull them, because that's big too, figuring out what our truck can pull. It is not clear. It's about as clear as mud.
Yeah.
Because they don't make it easy. You can't look it up by VIN. It's not in your book. It's not on your door. You got to do some math.
We've done some suggestions too. Gone on and looked at some YouTube videos.
Yeah.
It's very helpful, but still.
YouTube is your best friend in this process, I will tell you.
Even the suggestions that they give you,
they're vague.
They're vague, but they tell you exactly how to do it, but then you go try to do it the exact same way.
Right.
And looking something up on the internet, trying to find a factory tow.
And your truck is not among the options.
No.
The 5.5-foot bed is, but not the 6.5. And that's what we have, and that's going to be heavier. It's infuriating when you just need a straight answer and the dealer doesn't know and it's not in the book.
But it's things you have to know before you do any towing, because it's ultimately on you. You go out there and get in an accident, you're overweight. Your insurance company's going to tell you to take a hike, and it's all on you, and that's huge. That could be a major expense. You get in an accident and hurt somebody's equipment or their property.
Life,
that is on you, and that's a lot on you.
That puts me right back to a Class A or a Class C. Everything's included. The generators are, the water tanks are there. You get in and you go.
Yeah.
This is why it's so hard.
That's why you're bouncing all over the place.
I'm bouncing.
There's so much to take into consideration, and I tell you what, if you don't, you can cost yourself a lot of money.
Yeah.
And
these things depreciate by the minute.
They really do depreciate a lot, and there's a fine window of when to buy these things if you're buying used, But
we don't want to inherit someone else's problems.
No. All this stuff that wears out on them so quickly, they wear out just sitting there, And
right.
The
especially in this North Carolina sun.
Yeah.
Criminy.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah.
It's you know, almost dark, and it's still probably 90 degrees out here.
It's at least 85. I mean, it's toasty, humid. But no, it's there's a lot to take in, and so it's easy to get overwhelmed. And
but when you do, take a beat. You're not alone.
Yeah.
Everybody gets overwhelmed, and if they don't, well, then they just lucked out the first time, or they're lying.
Yeah.
Because we can't be the only people that this has happened to.
No
So do your homework, break when you need to, figure out what you need, which is not always easy to do.
Have a drink.
Have a drink.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers. And then try again. You know, it's not rocket science, except for the
It's a
gross
little bit
vehicle
like
weight.
rocket
That is
science.
rocket science. It's math. It's hard. I hate it.
Yeah.
But you got to figure out what's right for you. And unfortunately, we don't know what's right for us. We are so new to this, even though we've been researching for months and shopping for months and following some great YouTubers that we really like.
Absolutely.
So informative.
Yeah.
You know, but we still don't know what's right for us, and we should just pull the trigger and get one and go. But we don't want to do anything wrong. And our next video doesn't need to be, we completely screwed up, here's what not to do.
Yeah.
So anyway, buyer burnout, it's a real thing. Take a beat, have a drink, reassess in the morning. Cheers.
Cheers.